We're here. Adam and Guthrie here again. This is the last home game for the 8th graders that they'll play here. It is 8th grade night. EA Cox is here visiting. Just about to get the tip-off underway. How you doing, Adam?
I'm doing good. Main reason I'm doing good because I'm not outside and that 20-degree weather and sleet hit me in the face. It feels good in this gym now.
It does.
It's
a little
nice.
warm.
I like
warm. So here comes the tip. Not a great one. It's going to be controlled by EA Cox. Over to, I got to get my numbers here ready. She's going to drive baseline. Miller's there to help her off. Gillum, oh, they're going to call a carry. That's the opposite. That's the opposite, ref. So,
okay.
So we were discussing before.
Now I will say though, that's probably a pretty good call.
Yeah,
that
was. Yeah.
We'll give them that one. I like that
ref,
call.
from what I've seen, he is a pretty good referee.
Yeah.
The other one we were concerned about because we've seen him a couple years ago, and he was I think he was new to the sport. We'll just say Gillum's going to drive baseline, kick it over to Miller for the jump shot. It's going to be good.
Nice shot
by Maggie Miller. All 5 8th graders did start the game, which is not the norm, but it's good to see. So the last time they'll play here in their middle school careers, they'll get to all start here. So that's pretty good move by coach there.
If you remember Guthrie too, this team played I believe a 2-1-2 or maybe a 3-2 zone up there, and their back guys would not come out hardly at all. We had a ton of open jump shots, and we've had some early on in this game. That's what Miller took advantage of just then.
Yep. On the baseline there, about a 15-footer, Mason's going to drive and lose it out of bounds. She about got the handle back on it, but they tipped it again, and then it went off her hand. So here comes EA Cox. That was pretty much a carry. Gillum's going to get the steal, go up for 2, and that's good. Nice job there by Maddie Gillum. Missed Defensive Player of the Year for our team, for sure, without question. Remind everybody we're not on X Sports tonight. We're just broadcasting on the Summertown High School homepage. So I think there's a couple games. I know Mr. Will Pettis is going to leave us tonight and go to Lawrenceburg. Is that correct, Will? Is that where you're going? Lawrenceburg? Yeah, high school. Who's Lawrenceburg playing?
Oh, they're playing Lincoln County tonight.
Lincoln County, okay. Gillum's going to get it and go ahead to Mason for the 2. She'll score that on the easy layup. Loretta at Mount Pleasant tonight.
You know, that could be a pretty good game in itself, Will. That Loretta Mount Pleasant game might be a pretty decent game.
Boys or girls? Boys?
Boys.
Boys.
For sure, yeah. I'm not sure about the girls. I haven't seen much of them, but I did see Mount Pleasant in one of the Christmas tournaments over the holiday, and I was really impressed. Pretty fundamentally sound team. They play hard too, so that could be a pretty interesting game.
And if it's in Mount Pleasant, that's always a benefit for the Tigers because they bring a pretty good crowd too most times. Pretty rowdy crowd anyway.
Yeah.
Rebound's going to go down to EA Cox. That's number 15, Paulisha Radley, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That's a guess. EA Cox only has 6 players on their roster. Going to be kicked down low, trying to get it to Stedman. It's going to be stolen by Campbell. Gillum's going to have it in the middle of the floor, bring it up and set it up for the Eagles. Campbell's on the wing. Over to Mason, who's going to go down there. I'm not real sure why. There's nothing on the baseline. Then they're going to try to reach in and, get a hold. That'll go against Pig on the reach in. Mason's got to leave the baseline alone, or at least that deep on the baseline.
Well, and their strength as far as EA Cox goes is their size down low. And,
right.
You know, and they don't have a lot of depth on the bench. You're going to get open shots, but, you know, pushing it down in the midst of all that may not be your best choice.
And they don't move a lot.
No.
So, I mean, you're just kind of going into a crowd. I saw Mason's idea there. She wanted to get it a little bounce pass, but maybe do that a little higher. Miller might roll to the middle there. That would help.
Well, if you move the ball and be patient, you can get open shots.
Oh, yeah.
You don't really have to force a lot tonight, I don't think, if you really work the basketball.
That's Radley for 2, no good. Rebound's going to go to 21, Martin.
I'm gonna tell you, too, Guthrie, if you remember Emerson Franks in that game at EA Cox, had about 20 open shots.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how long it'd be till they get her in with her ability to shoot the basketball, running that baseline. She could get a bunch of looks tonight if they get her in.
That little underneath roll through the baseline, running the baseline, and you can also get it on the wide open on the corner. Here goes Mason up with a left-handed layup. She lost it midway. It's going to go down to the Eagles. Gillum's going to kick it back to Mason. She's going to throw up the runner and be blocked. And then she's going to tie up. Tie up for the jump ball.
You know, when those short little jumpers are there, you know, you don't necessarily have to go all the way to the hoop if you can beat that first wave, which she's been able to. That little short jumper's there. You don't always have to take it all the way in.
Yeah, I mean, instead of going into the runner, I mean, EA Cox is tall down low.
They are.
There's a little bit of athletic ability there to block shots. I mean, I think we've seen that now, so maybe that's the right idea there.
Yes, that's good.
That's going to be 2 for Pig, and I believe that might be her first 2 of the year, so that's great to see for an 8th grader. That's an awesome little moment there. Nice look from Gillum to get her the ball. Now they're going to get EA Cox with a double dribble here to go to the Lady Eagles.
Well, Summertown's able to get open shots, so they tend to take quick shots against this defense. But if with the depth they've got, if you just move the basketball and pass it, you'll find open people.
Yeah, you don't have to drive in every time. Just move it around. It's going to be open. I mean, they're going to be open instead of making mistakes. This is one of those times where you can play like your opponent or you can play above your opponent. You know, I mean, EA Cox tends to be a little sloppy sometimes. I think primarily due to their depth. I mean, they get tired and worn out. So it makes it kind of tough for teams to play with them.
And that'll be the first foul on Maggie Miller.
First shot, no good from EA Cox. Your score is 8-0. That's Martin on the line. The second shot is up and good. So that brings the score 8-1. Summertown does lead EA Cox. Here comes Gillum running the point. Move the ball, girls. They've got a 2-1-2 on defense here. Tess Long set to come in the game. Oh, going to be stole by number 20, Armstrong, and then we're going to get it back. 21 reaches in. Mason kicks it over to Miller on the baseline. No good. And then they're going to get Campbell with a reach in right there.
And I'm going to tell you, Miller's played well this year. She has a beautiful mid-range jumper, especially from the
free throw
area.
Yeah.
I just don't know if you're not. I don't really like that shot selection for her.
She's a little bit better straight on.
Yeah, you know, I think, like I said, you just got to be a little bit more patient here with your shot.
Sometimes
selection.
You can be too wide open. You know, I mean, you know, move it until you feel the shot. If you feel it, then you'll fire it right off the bat, and it'll be good. That's 21 Armstrong up, no good, and then they're going to get her with a foul. They don't have much room for foul trouble here, I can tell you that. And they've picked up a couple quick ones here. Emerson Franks and Tess Long have come into the game, replacing Pig and Miller. Here comes Long, running the point. Campbell at the high post, Franks and Mason on the wings, and Gillum running the baseline.
They're now in a 3-2.
Throws it away to 21 Armstrong, and they're going to get her with Long with a hold. I mean, that girl's waiting on her to throw the ball. She squatted down and just, I mean, looked right at her. Just don't throw it. You don't have to force that ball over there. There's nothing wrong with not throwing that pass. So EA Cox will take it out on the baseline. Going to be tipped out, but it go off EA Cox. Nice call there by the ref. Good pressure by Hallie Busby, who's coming in the game for Tess Long. Here comes Busby, bringing the ball up the floor. Busby over to Franks. Girls, come to the other side of the
They're
floor.
in a 3-2 zone.
Yeah.
They've moved to a 3-2. The baseline will be open all night against this defense, if you'll run it.
And you got to move it quick.
Right there.
You can't hold it. If you hold it, you give them time to reset. I mean, that's the Emerson Franks up with a shot, no good. It's going to be out of bounds. Going to go to EA Cox. Here comes Long in for Gillum. Summertown still in a press, 8-1 your score. Ball comes in to 15. That's Radley. She's going to drive it up with Mason Garden. Mason giving her a little hand check. They're going to get her with a double dribble. She did. She stopped and pump faked and then started dribbling again. Nice pressure there from Mason. She needs to leave the hand check alone because they will call it. Here comes Long for the Lady Eagles. 59 seconds to go in the first quarter. I'd like to thank Abby Joe. She's running our camera tonight in place of Will. She's already professional, I think. Good look inside there from Mason to Campbell. That's going to be two. 10-1 your score. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. 21 bringing it up for EA Cox. That is Armstrong. Into Radley. Throws the pump fake. Long's going to get her tied up for a jump ball. It's going to go back to EA Cox. So Armstrong will inbounds under the goal. Throws it high up. Mason Garden, not bad, but she tipped her fingers in there, I think. Or did they get that on Mason or Franks on the backside?
I think they got it on Mason, but we'll see.
I think she did very good at the first, but I think she did kind of tip her hands in there. Yep, that'll be the first on Mason. She had her pin pretty good. So that's 15 Radley to the line. First shot no good. 10-1 your score, 30 seconds to go. First quarter. Again, it is 8th grade night. Summertown, big crowd. We got the band with us tonight. It's been pretty awesome to hear. Second shot's up good from Radley. 10-2's your score. Here comes Long pushing the ball. Over to Mason. She thinks about trying to get it into Campbell. Nothing there. Long's going to fire the long three and be fouled. They're going to get Armstrong, the point guard, with a push.
I believe it was at Martin, number 21.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Is that right? Is that
yes, that's correct. Yep,
yeah,
that's correct.
And that's showing her as 2.
I had her and 20 mixed up there. Long's going to go to the line for 3 here. First shot is good. Got Izzy Garland set to come in the game. 19.5 seconds to go in the first quarter. 11-2 your score. Long up, second shot, no good. Off the back iron. Garland comes in for Mason. So we went from all 8th graders to now we only have 1 8th grader on the floor and 4 7th graders. Third shot from Long is going to be good. Bring your score 12-2, 19 seconds to go. Here comes Martin. Driving, gets past Long. Long's reaching. Long tries to get the pass, no good. Radley shoots off the back iron, tipped out by Franks, and Busby's got it with 4 seconds to go. She's going to have to get something off. Nice block there from Radley. I'd like to see Busby pull up a little jumper right there off the glass. That would have been nice. I mean, no need to go into the trees. I'm trying to draw a foul maybe. But after the first quarter of action, 12-2 is your score. Summertown leads EA Cox. We'll be right back after this. All right, we're back. Second quarter. Over to the corner. Garland's going to fire early three. No good. Off the front of the rim. Going to be knocked out of bounds by Summertown. That's going to go off Busby and go to EA Cox. 20 Armstrong set to inbounds. They hand it in, and, yeah, he's going to get it. You can't do that. You can't hand the ball in. Hopefully somebody's telling them. Long is going to inbounds for the Eagles. They're having a hard time getting set up. They don't. Into Franks for the long two. No good. Back iron. Long's going to come away off the tip from Campbell. Franks over to Busby, who's going to fire the jump shot on the baseline. No good. Good looking shot there. Just didn't make it. Garland's going to be there for the steal. She tries to get the pass off, but isn't able to. They tie her up with a foul. Again, only 6 players for EA Cox. They got to be careful of the foul trouble, which nobody in danger at the moment, I don't think. Long to inbounds. Let's see if we get set up now. She's looking into Campbell. Tipped by Radley. Or no, I'm sorry. That's Armstrong. and it's going to go back to the Eagles. All right, see if she does get it into Franks. Franks out to Campbell. Campbell's going to have it tipped out by, that's Martin. We got a sub now. Gillum comes back in for Garland. Ball's going to be on the side to the Eagles. Franks will inbounds. Ball goes into Campbell. Over to Long. She's wide open for the three. Fires it up, and it's good. Nice shot by Tess Long. 15-2 your score.
If you're just patient on the offensive end, you can get wide open shots like that. They just don't need to force. They've forced a few bad shots early on, but that's a nice shot by Long.
And she didn't think shot right away like the first one. She actually set her feet and made a good shot.
Yeah,
there.
she can shoot the basketball
Yeah.
When she just really gathers herself, sets her feet, gets her balance right, shoots it. That's how it's supposed to look right there.
Yeah, and you want to be open. You don't want to have somebody running at you or anything,
Yep.
especially at this age, because a lot of things affect your shot that don't later on in life. But Gillum's going to drive the baseline, go up, and be fouled. We got to remember the baseline behind the goal is not the best place to be. It's kind of hard to take a shot from there. So Gillum's going to go to the line for two. Maggie Miller's set to come in on the second one.
That one's going to be against Bullock. And typically, it's not a big deal when you've got your foul count like this. The problem is they've only got 6 players. So right now, you've got 4 fouls, but you've got one with 2 already.
Right.
So you're not able to sub in, someone with no fouls.
Yeah, and, if you get to the point where you've got somebody fouls out, there's nobody.
There.
That's it. That's your only chance. Radley's going to throw it away. Gillum's going to go try to get it, and she tips it out.
I'll tell you one thing I was expecting, Guthrie, with them, with their lack of depth. I figured Summertown would have been in the full. I know they're man-to-man full court, but I figured they jump into a full court press.
Yeah, just and that would work because 21 is blowing by us. So, if you put us in a 1-2-2 or something like that with a trap on the side, that could be devastating.
Well, and, you're also putting a ton of stress on them having to play that fast up and down the court with only 6 players, too.
Yep. So, the foul's going to go against Gillum there. That'll be her first. Long tips it out. Nice hustle after the ball to try to save it. She goes diving, but isn't able to save the ball. But good effort there. Armstrong to inbounds. She does. To Martin with Gillum guarding. She gives her the shimmy shakes and crossover.
Nice job on that switch.
They've switched on the screen there. Now Mason's guarding her. Now over to 20 for the long three. No good. Long's going to come away with it. She's going to run up the sideline, looking to run. The bigger player waiting on her. I still can't figure out why they don't shoot the jump shot.
Well, and look. Long has got a bright future. I love that. I've told you several times this year. I love her. I love that kid. She that's maturity right there. You've got to understand.
Yeah.
I love being aggressive and taking the ball to the basket, but you don't pull up in front of a kid that's 3 foot taller than you and shoot a little floater. Right into her hands. You've got to be there.
Nice job by Maggie Miller there.
You got to go around her
or shoot
or pull up.
Pull up or just stop. It's okay to stop and wait on the trailer. I had more assists off of a trailer in my career than I did probably anywhere on a fast break. If you wait, somebody will fill that lane.
Yeah, you've just got to relax. You don't have to take it there.
Yeah, you can pull it back out. The defense will relax and go to sleep, and boom, right when the rest of your teammates get there, you just hit them right in the middle.
Yeah.
Miller scored a great 2 points there. She split the defense. That's another block by Radley. Very good job by her. That's her 4th block of the night. Let's see if the girls get smart and stop trying to take it at her.
Well, and you can always utilize a pump fake, which I don't think I've seen us use one yet tonight.
Well, she doesn't. The first 3 of those blocks, she hasn't had to jump.
Yeah.
So Mason with it, guarded tightly, and then throws a hard bounce pass. And it's going to go out of bounds to the Eagles. Kind of sloppy play there. Bad pass by Mason, and then it just went down from the hill from there. Long back over to Mason, who drives inside. Instead of shooting a jump shot, Long going to fire the 3. Good.
Beautiful.
Nice shot there by Tess Long. 20-2, your score.
Hey, and she wasn't no waiting that time. She knew she was open, caught it in rhythm, and nailed it. That was pretty.
She's approaching the NBA Jam. He's on fire. The next one will be the net on fire, by the way. And I got a feeling she's going to want to do it.
She comes
She
down with a
throws
forward.
ahead.
Look
Nice
ahead.
pass to Gillum, who's going to go for the 2, and it's good. Nice job there by Tess Long and Maddie Gillum to score the 2.
I love that kid's developed. You can see her. A month ago she wouldn't have made that pass.
Yeah.
And wouldn't even attempted it.
Might not have seen it. Yeah.
And wouldn't have seen it, like you said. She'd have had her head down. I mean, she's getting. You can tell her development.
If
is
Tess
getting
gets rid of her turnovers,
yeah.
she'll be a outstanding point guard. She showed so much development this year, and I've been blessed to coach her, and she's a coachable kid. So only plans to get better from there. I'm sure.
And the thing about it is too, a lot of the issues with her turnovers, the only way to get her out of it is keep her on the floor and let her learn.
Let her to see it, and then in practice show her kind of what's happening, because most of hers have been on the wing, throwing to the ball to the wing from the point guard position.
Well, and she's got to learn too. If you have a question whether you should make a pass, don't make it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I mean, if you have a doubt. I believe they look like they called her out of bounds over there.
Yeah, it kind of does right here. We're stuck in the corner here. The ball was deep in the corner. I think he's going to call her out of bounds. So Garland did make the shot, but it was no good. It'll be wiped off with the out of bounds call. So the inbounds, Garland goes and gets it back. Oh, over to Miller. Miller kicks it over to Long, who's going to fire the 2. No good.
Get it out.
Garland's going to try to get it out. She's going to be fouled. 14 has fouled.
I've got her as only having 1.
Yeah, she just came in not long ago, but she is very, very aggressive. Yeah. They've kind of let them get away with a little bit here, I think. So Mason inbounds under the goal, out to Long, who thought about the 3, throws it out to Miller at the top of the key. Miller's going to lose it out of bounds. So it'll go to EA Cox. EA Cox doesn't mind pressuring the ball with some aggression, too. So the ball's going to be inbounded to Martin. Martin over to, no good there on the shot from Radley. That's a tough name. I've never seen that before, or other than when we played them. And that's going to be several fouls right there, I think. Is that 3 on her?
I've got 3 on Martin.
I believe that is. That is right. And that's their point guard, and they're probably, I'm going to say, their most athletic.
Well, I think up there they probably had 15 to 20 points. It's just a guess that game, and I think if I remember, she had 8 of those. So she's probably one of their primary athletes and scorers. Nice job by Garland.
Garland's going to miss the shot, take it back, go up and be fouled by 55 from EA Cox.
That's Stedman. I've got that as her first.
Stedman is their down low presence along with Radley, who again has 4 blocks, I believe, maybe more, in the first half here. You got 1 minute, 50 seconds to go. 22-2 as Garland steps to the line to shoot 2.
The crazy thing is Radley's been one of more of your aggressive players and has more blocks than anyone. She's the only player on the team right now that doesn't have a foul.
Well, I can honestly say her blocks have been about as clean as
they've
I've
been
ever
legit.
seen.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, a couple of them, she just grabbed with 2 hands like LeBron. Mason's going to get Garland's rebound there, and Garland will throw it to the top of the key to Pig, and she's going to be blocked by Radley. We could see a dunk here. Up for 2, no good. She's going to be fouled, though, on the fast break from Long. Radley definitely looks like she could probably get up there. She's an athletic young lady. She gets the block at the free throw line, drives down the floor, and is fouled by Long as she went up for the layup. So she'll go up for 2 here. First shot is going to be up and good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Great job by Radley here to kind of take the game on her shoulders. So 14 goes out for EA Cox, who she's got a water and went back on the floor, but looks like they've figured it out now. So a little substitution there. I thought 21 would go out, but I'm guessing not. I'm guessing the coach just told her. Mason's going to shoot the long 3, no good. Miller's going to rough them up a little bit and get it, and it's going to be a jump ball.
One thing I don't know if you noticed, Guthrie, have you noticed that the last 4 free throws that they have shot, they don't put anybody on they put everybody at the other end.
I wonder what maybe coach is trying to save them from
you think from fouls, or maybe save fouls from going over the back or something?
Could be, or running down the floor.
It just seems like that takes a lot of your offense away with chances of offensive rebounds, but, I'm sure she knows her team better than I do. She probably knows some things that they're thinking about. I can tell you this, it is tough to manage a team with 6 players.
Absolutely.
I don't care if you're the best coach in the country. When you've
Yeah,
got
that's
6
not
players, you have got to be creative and find a way to
Yeah.
compete.
and keep people,
yeah,
in it. Like I would think that the girls would just get kind of,
Yeah.
out of it, worn out of it. Mason wide open, doesn't take the shot. She kicks it out top to Miller, then to Campbell for 3, and it's good. Nice shot by Hadley Campbell for 3. Hadley does have that range. She doesn't shoot it much out there, but she has the range. I've seen that many times from her. Nice shot there. Good pass by Miller, too, to find her open. So Mason's going to be guarding. The ball's going to go over to Radley. It's going to be tipped out by Campbell.
I'll tell you something else I've noticed. Summertown, majority of this game's been in a man-to-man.
Yep.
That's not been something you've seen. They've played some man, but not. But I think majority of this whole half they've been in man.
Yeah, I don't think they've let. I know they haven't left the man defense.
Yeah.
And they're switching on screens. Ball's going to be shot up by EA Cox there. No good, and they're going to Summertown to come away with it. 21's got to be careful here and not pick up another foul. Out to Campbell at the top of the key. Now Summertown looks a little sloppy and lazy, not moving around as much. Campbell's got it. 10 seconds to go. Mason's going to fire the 3, and it's no good. But it's going to go off of EA Cox. I think it caught her as a surprise a little bit. So ball to be inbounded. 6 seconds to go. Out to Mason. She picked up her dribble. Radley's going to get it over the back of Campbell and try to go down the floor, but not get a shot off. So at halftime, 25-3, and I like to hear that band there, Adam. That's really cool.
I do.
We talked about the energy they bring. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I really enjoy them. They do a great job, too.
25-3 is your score. We'll be back after halftime. All right. Second half action. Here we go. Ball into Gillum. Over to Campbell. 25-3. Summertown does lead as we start the third quarter. They got the baseline runner. Miller thinks about it, kicks it back out. Is it me or the post players playing? Nice shot by Campbell, and that's number 2 from 3.
That's 8 for Campbell tonight and 2 threes. Good.
They have found something they probably didn't know existed as much, but Campbell can shoot the rock. There's no doubt.
Hey, if you're going to catch fire shooting from 3, it's time of year to do it going in tournament.
Yeah, that's true. They might find something special here. Shot up, no good.
That poor kid's been bound to the paint all year, and she should have been standing out behind the arc.
Yeah. And I don't think she has many fouls. Ooh, Gillum's going to do something to take a fall there. Does Hadley have any fouls?
Hadley has 1 foul. Right now I've got 5 of our players. I believe it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players, but they all have 1.
Okay.
I don't have anyone over 2, but I think Gillum just picked up 1. And that is her second.
They've got her down as 3. I thought she had 3 too, Adam.
Guthrie, do want to tell you, I know Will always likes us to do score updates, so I've got one for you. Would you like one?
I would.
Here's your one.
Okay.
Loretta Girls High School, 57. Mount Pleasant, 5.
Oh, my God.
So there you go. There's you a score. I happened to catch that.
Well, I guess that answers my question. And what about the girls in Mount Pleasant? I guess that answers it.
Well, there you go, my friend.
Wow.
Loretta team that the Summertown girls dropped by 20 a few nights ago. So I'm sure that Summertown Mount Pleasant game coming up is going to be a beaut.
Yeah.
Here coming up soon.
Campbell is going to fire it. She got the feeling for the NBA Jam on fire, and she comes up a little short on that one. So here comes EA Cox. And Martin over to.
And I have no idea what quarter that was in, Guthrie. When I saw the score, I just closed my eyes.
Probably close to. I would like to think it's probably close to halftime. But, I mean, I could be wrong.
Who knows? It's crazy.
Ball was thrown into Stedman there, and then tipped away, tipped out. Again, all 8th graders in for Summertown. Nice shot there from Martin, 21.
Martin has 5 of their 7 right now, and she had the majority of their points at their place a few weeks back.
Miller's going to fire a long 2, no good. We're going to have to get away from the real long ones here. We come out, we hit the 3, but let's move it around, be a little bit more patient, protect your lead. I would say, if I'm the coach here, I'm not, but if I was, I would say, let's get 3 passes in before we take any shot, or 4, something like that, just to run the clock down a little bit and make sure that we're getting good shots. Somebody's got to cut to the ball here. Campbell's going to go around to the baseline, be stopped, kick it out to Gillum for 3, no good. Campbell tries to reach in. Mason does reach in. They get the jump ball. Nice job by Mason there. Here comes some subs for Summertown. That's going to be, let's see who's going in, who's coming out here. Pig and Miller's going to come out, and I believe that is Miss Macy Pettis coming in the game. As well as, here we go. Here comes Martin. Martin over to Armstrong. Into, I forget her name again. That's the big blocker there. Ooh, got away with a little bit of a walk there. Good job by McConnell to play defense and scare her off. They pass the ball out. Here comes Long in for Gillum.
We're doing a lot of reaching right now, Guthrie.
Yeah,
We just got to belly up. Honestly, I thought there could have been a couple fouls called in there against us.
I agree.
Nice job there by Pettis, who's come into the game, knocking that one away. Good job.
Here comes Long. She's wanting to run a little bit. She goes inside, throws up the hook shot, no good. That's the one we got to get rid of right there. You know, just kick it back out or slow yourself down. There's no sense in forcing that shot. As pretty of a shot as she has, there's no sense in throwing up an ugly one. Just throw up the pretty ones. That runner floater will come as she grows, but it's just not there yet. It's too far for her. Back into Martin for the 3, no good. Campbell's going to come away with it. She's got McConnell in front of her. Oh, she loses it, and they're going to call the walk. And she did. So it'll go to EA Cox.
There's a big difference between driving to the basket and driving to the basket out of control. And that's not just a knock on Hadley. That's any kid. That's one thing they've got to be able. They'll learn over time to discern, And she actually stepped out of bounds.
Yeah. Good job there by the ref. He's come a long way, I'll have to say. I'd like to give him my long distance pat on the back because I'd never been to a game like that where I know that he called 60 carries and probably 40 double dribbles. And, I mean, these were not carries or double dribbles. I think it might have been first time he'd ever been on the floor. I say that, but somebody warned us about him before we got there. But he has come an outstandingly long way and done an excellent job tonight.
That's going to be 2 more for Martin. She's got 7 of the 9 points.
Pushing it again. Long's going to get the layup to go that time. 30-9 your score. Summertown does league EA Cox.
And that's 10 for Long tonight. So she's the first one on Summertown hitting double digits.
I'll tell you something else, Adam, something that we haven't seen this year that, I've talked to Ellie Lou about it, but the fundamentals of a fast break and how that works with, you try to get the ball in the middle of the floor and you have to have one on each side.
Yeah.
We struggle with that. I don't know that I've ever seen it. Sometimes we have 3 players going down the right side on top of each other, spreading out. I'd like to see a good way to break that's a 3-man weave, which I always say the 3-man weave will teach you anything in basketball you want to know. Passing, shooting, rebounding, all of it if you do it all together. So here comes Martin, bringing it up for EA Cox. She's going to drive by Long. Mason steps over to stop her and help. Good job there, getting the trap in the corner. She throws it up to Radley, who kicks it over. Got a nice pass there from Radley. 14 just panicked a little bit. That is Kirk.
That was a nice job by McConnell deterring that shot, too. She went up, kept her hand straight up, went up to block it, and caused that up and down. So, good job.
So, Garland and Busby will enter for Summertown. Long kicks over to Busby. It's rare you see Long from Busby, and she comes up short. She was several feet behind the line there. Maybe not the best shot first off the bench.
And you could have taken 4 dribbles in and still had an open shot of 5 feet. There was nobody within 30 feet of her. I mean, I love the aggressiveness, don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying she can shoot the ball. I want her to shoot it. But I'm going to tell you, I could shoot the ball pretty decent in high school, but I didn't shoot many that far out.
Yeah. Our coach, we had a rule. You could not be the first person to shoot if you came off the bench. That was a rule. It don't matter if you were wide open. You could not shoot it if you were the first person. And I bet that saved us more missed shots than probably any other rule we had. Because coming off the bench cold to fire up a shot right when you come off it doesn't work out many times.
Well, and I'm going to tell you something, and it's not these kids' fault necessarily, too, but I've told Hayden, my son, this, and he hates it every time I tell him this, but I said one of the best shooters I've ever seen is Stephen Curry.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
But I'm going to tell you something. The one person that's hurt basketball more than anybody in the history of the game is Stephen Curry. And it's not his fault.
Right.
The fact is you've got middle school kids and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old kids that think they can shoot from the hash mark when they barely have enough strength to shoot it from the free throw line.
Yeah.
It
ruins a lot of shots.
It does.
And Curry would be the first to tell you how many hours he spent in the gym, but that doesn't that isn't the glorious part. So that's not the part you see. And I mean, I think that's the part of the NBA that's changed so much is they don't show that background of the work put in anymore. It's just the glamour and fame sometimes.
Well, and the game is pretty much dominated. The 3-point arc has changed the game.
By far,
And that's 4 on Martin, by the way. I hate to interrupt you, but she's one more, and that's their key player who's leading scorer. Yeah. She's one foul away from fouling out right now.
And Coach is not going to pull her. I guess I'm sure she told the young lady, you've got so many fouls, let's not get any more. But and all of hers have been on reach-ins, just silly reach-ins that had no, anything to do with the actual play. So it's going to be EA Cox's ball. Radley will inbounds on the side here. Poor Busby has been blocked 3 straight times coming in the game here. She is on defense on Martin. She gives her a little bump.
Busby's doing a good job of taking her right hand away, too. Martin is attacking with the right hand every time.
She has absolutely
and
no
Busby is understanding that. I think she's one of the first times I've seen us just really take the right hand away.
Yeah.
And little stuff like that changes the course of the game. It's not.
I mean, I talked to Ellie Lou about it last week, matter of fact. Here goes long, wide open layup. She's going to score the
That's
two.
good.
I showed her, and I said, you don't have an excuse, whether somebody's taught you or not, because I've showed her, and why she doesn't do it. Why you don't set your body up on an angle to shut the right hand down, I'll never know. Long shot from Martin is no good to end the third quarter. That might have been the fastest quarter ever. I think we will get a little clock runnage in the fourth. It's 32-9.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Was it 25?
I think so. It's 22 or 25, some weird number.
Yeah. We'll see, but
a couple girls come in for the Eagles over there. We'll just hang out here with them. Yeah. We don't have any commercials.
I was looking to try to update that Loretta score to you. Also, Lawrence County and Lawrence County girls are playing Lincoln County.
The coach downstairs said that the Lawrence County game was packed.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here, watching it. It is packed. Lawrence County currently leading in the third. No, excuse me. Lincoln County leading Lawrence County 32-31 in the third. That's a dogfight. Very similar to the game that high school that we played against, low-scoring affair. But that one,
which I'm sure the boys' game must be going to be a big one. If Will had to leave us to go,
definitely. Sure everybody's starting district play now, so you're going to see a lot of probably some rivalry games too.
Yeah, this should be where your best games start to come into play.
I will. Would you like an update on the Loretta girls Mount Pleasant game, Guthrie?
Sure.
Or would you even like it?
Hit me with it. I like it.
3 minutes to go in the third.
Oh, gosh.
Loretta, 73.
Oh, my God.
Mount Pleasant, 8.
Are you hearing this? Goodness gracious.
So
that's
Loretta currently with a 61-point lead in the third.
If that don't deserve a bless your heart, I don't know what does. Gracious me. That's just, if I got beat that bad, I don't know that I could come back. I just don't know that I could.
There's something about that program there. Their boys have been you never know about their boys. They're back and forth competitive year to year, but they've got some good group of kids over there on that boys group. But
now the girls,
it's just hard to comprehend that.
Good job by Long to keep her foot there. Excellent job with the pressure and the pushing on her. This ball is going to be thrown away and then stolen back.
And it looks like we're going to have a push. I believe should be on Radley. If it is, that's only her first.
Ball will go back to Summertown.
Yeah, that's only her first.
Pettis to inbounds. We've got some youngsters in the game right now, folks, and some little bitty ones. Busby's going to fire the jump, no good. Pettis is going to get in there for the board.
Nice job by Pettis.
She gets knocked around a little bit, kicks it over to Busby. Busby misses the off-the-glass shot.
And look, that's okay. Busby's taking 2 good shots.
Yeah.
The jumper was wide open. That was a good follow-up off the board.
Busby's going to hustle down the floor, foul her 6 times, and they're not going to call it, but they're going to say that Busby stepped out of bounds. It's going to go back to EA Cox. Nice job by Busby.
It looks like we do have a running clock.
Yeah.
I noticed that, too.
This could get really sloppy if we're not careful here. Foul's going to be called on Summertown here.
That should be 3 shots.
Yep,
I believe.
Maybe, did he say, let's say 3 or 2. Could be, for sure.
3
shots.
Yeah, I thought she was. I thought she was behind the line.
We had not seen that many. We've had 3 fouls from the three-point line tonight. We've had, on the shot. This young lady is almost shooting a three-pointer from the free throw line. First shot is good. She must know what she's doing here. Looks over to her coach and the fans. Give them a hearty hoo-hoo. And she makes her second, nothing but net.
She's got a nice stroke from the three-point line. Looks like we've got some of the – looks like our starters are headed back in, too.
Third shot is up and no good. Rebound goes to EA Cox, and that is good from Radley. Who has had an excellent game tonight. 5 or 6 blocks. She's got several points. Good pass from Long, who's going to be blocked by, you guessed it, Radley. Here comes the 5 starters for Summertown. We took a little blow there with our subs. Got a little bit messy. You can't afford to do that. You got to protect the ball. Don't force the ball in. Out to Pig. Pig back to Gillum. Gillum over to Miller. Wide open. No good. Off the back iron. Gillum's going to get the rebound. She's going to be smacked around a little bit. No call. Good
Nice
pass
pass.
from Mason over to Campbell.
That was a beautiful pass by
Nice
Mason.
look
I
by
like
Mason.
that.
Nice finish by Campbell as they give each other 5 running down the floor. That's what you like to see.
That puts Campbell into double digits with 10 tonight, too.
And just because I'm her daddy, I think that's 5 assists for Ellie Lou.
Yeah.
Off the back iron is Armstrong. Here comes Gillum. Radley's right there with her. Gillum's going to throw it up and be fouled, but I don't think it was by Radley. I think Radley sat that one out.
I'm going to tell you why I like that move by Gillum again. You know, Radley's blocked so many shots tonight. Gillum's left-handed. Okay,
Yeah.
Gillum used her body to force.
To push it away.
You know,
yeah,
the
keep
last
her away.
block Radley had, we go in on the left side and throw it up with our right hand. Well,
Right.
what do you think's going to happen?
Yeah.
You know, that Gillum always does a great job of using her body
Yeah, she's
know,
got that left-handed spin and
to keep a
awkwardness.
defender off of the ball.
Right.
You know, she nailed that first one.
Yeah,
correct?
first one is good from
All
Gillum. Second one on the way. And it's no good off the back iron. She's right there with her, looking to get the steal. They get it over to Armstrong. Here comes, oh, I'm sorry, that's Martin. My apologies again. I've got her and the Armstrong messed up all night. Long 3, no good. Rebound goes to EA Cox. She tries to drive, loses it. Here comes Radley for the long 2. A lot of arch. Then we're going to get a jump ball. Ellie Lou goes to the floor, and it's going to go to EA Cox.
And this quarter's with the running clock go to this quarter's flown by as well. We're already
1
under.
minute to go nearly.
Yeah.
1 minute, 35 seconds. Got some pushing going on here by Pig and Stedman. Ball's going to be inbounded. Mason Garden. Reaching up, can't get it. Ball's going to be kicked back to Martin. Here comes Martin over to Stedman for the 2. No good. Campbell with it. Throws it out long, but didn't get it long enough. You got to throw that sucker way out in front of her. Like, just let her go get it. It's Gillum. She'll catch it. Here comes Gillum. 1 minute to go. 35-15 your score. Summertown leads EA Cox. Over to Miller, who drives in for the floater. No good. Mason's going to throw it into Gillum's head, and it's going to be out of bounds.
I do like them both going after the basketball,
Yeah.
though. There's wasn't much either one could do in that situation.
They're a pretty close duo there.
Yeah.
She gives her a little pat on the back of the head.
Yeah, I like the effort from both of them, though, going after that basketball.
Mason's going to get the steal. We could see a dunk here. Up for the left-handed layup. It's good. Nice job by Mason anticipating the pass. Summertown is out of the press. It's 37-15. EA Cox girls look tired. They have shown a great effort here tonight. They've played a good game. Nothing to put your head down about for sure. Martin had a great game. Bradley had an excellent game on defense and offense. Gillum's going to get the steal, go up for 2, and it's good. I'm glad we're making layups because I tried to be positive tonight. Martin's going to throw it long to the referee. No good as the game ends. So as we finish up here on the 8th grade night for Summertown, congratulations to all the 8th grade girls. This is the last game they'll play as 8th graders in this gym. Tournament time coming up. 39-15, they beat EA Cox. I think Adam's got some stats for us.
Yeah, got a few. Leading scorer for Summertown, Tess Long with 12. Hadley Campbell right behind her with 10. Maddie Gillum with 7. 4 for Ellie Lou Mason and Maggie Miller. And 2 for Kaylee Pig. That'll round them out. For EA Cox, Radley with 4, 2 for Armstrong, and leading them is Martin with 9. So I will tell you, Guthrie, I'm not going to we'd love for you to stick here and watch this game with us right here. We'll have someone new coming in here to call the boys' game. But if you are curious, I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to give you a Mount Pleasant Loretta score. But if you would like to take a glimpse, be surprised and take a look at that score. That's ridiculous.
Wow. I'm sure that they're at 100 almost.
And if you're wanting to watch a really good, close basketball game that's between 2 really good teams, Lawrence County girls are in a dogfight right now with Lincoln County, 2 really good teams. So you've got options tonight. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So.
Or you can stay around and watch.
Stick around here.
Some middle school basketball, which is always entertaining. But we'll pass it off to the fellows now, and we appreciate you listening. they should be here in just a minute. Thanks again to Abby Joe for running the camera for her. We couldn't have done it without her. She's a lot better looking than Will Pettis.
You got that right. She's quieter, too. I ain't heard a word from her.
She don't try to butt in.
No, Will's always got these smart aleck remarks.
Yeah.
He likes to tell us off camera.
We tried to tell him just get on the radio, but he'd rather just interrupt everybody else.
Well, I think Will likes to have that nice guy look, you know.
Yeah, that's
but
what he's going for.
We know how he is.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't want the general public to know.
That's right. All right, well, stick around if you can. Middle school basketball is coming up next.
And you're looking live from the top of the Eagles Nest for the nightcap as your Eagles of Summertown take on the Cougars of EA Cox. I'm your play-by-play guy, Austin Yarbrough. Alongside me is Jordan Tucker. Jordan, how we doing?
Doing great, Austin. How are you?
Man, I can't complain, man. The band's cranked up here, and we're about ready to go, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Love it when the band's in the building.
That's all right. All right, let's get down to it. So last time the Eagles took the court was on January the 5th, and they were defeated by EO Kaufman 44-37, making them 12-6 now on the year. And tonight's the season finale in 8th grade night, Jordan. And, you know, for these 8th graders, if you're a Summertown fan, you better get ready for these next 4 years, Jordan, because, man, it's going to be something special.
Yeah, this is a very, very talented 8th grade group. And as good of basketball players as they are, they're better people. And so I think that says a lot about them. And, yeah, we've got a lot to look forward to with this group. A lot of talent and a lot of high expectations over the next 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, you and I got to coach them with football this year, man. Most of these kids, and I mean, like you said, they're great kids, great individuals, man.
Really are.
And, you know, you better get ready for the next 4 years because, you know, this is, like I said, a special group, man.
It is, and shout out to their parents as well. Their parents have raised these kids the right way.
Yeah, and here is the 8th graders for the Eagles. Number 2, Ryder Blackwood. Number 13, Max Dillard. Number 14, John Colby Stanley. Number 15, Jack Hallmark. Number 32, Mason Bryant. Number 10, Landon Holt. Number 33, Foster Paley. Number 34, Jake Pettis. And also Eli Schaefer. He was out all year this year with ACL tear. So,
also, 8th graders Knox Cowden and Hayden Lindsay.
That's right. So, great group here. And, you know, let's get right down to it, Jordan, with 10 seconds remaining before this game gets started. You know, these two teams met back on December the 5th. Eagles won that one 57-27. Ryder Blackwood led the way with 17 points. Jack Hallmark and Max Dillard followed with 10 points each. And the starting lineup for the Eagles is going to be number 2, Ryder Blackwood, number 13, Max Dillard, number 14, John Colby Stanley, number 15, Jack Hallmark, and number 32, Mason Bryant.
And the starters for EA Cox is going to be number 10, Alfie Harrison, number 14, Dodette Weidenbaum, number 15, Daniel Booker, number 30, Nazir Carter, and number 24, Trey Johnson.
All right, Jordan. Well, we got a little delay here, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. right, welcome back to Summertown, Tennessee as we get ready for tip. Sorry about that little delay there, Jordan. The PA guy didn't have the starting lineup.
Yeah, I had to pass our papers off to him. And, a little bit of a panic moment there, but
yeah.
We're good to go.
Here we go. And John Colby Stanley wins the tip. And we're underway. Ryder has it for the Eagles. He dribbles to his right. He hands it off to Bryant. Bryant dribbles. He drives. His shot's up, and that one's off to Mark. And that's going to be rebounded by the Cougars, and they're going to walk with it. So the Eagles are going to take possession. Hallmark's going to inbound it. He gets it in down low, and that's going to be someone, but John Colby Stanley gets it, and it's good. John Colby Stanley for two.
Nice move there by John Colby Stanley. Lost the ball at first, but fought for it, got it back, and got an easy look at the basket.
Harrison brings it up for the Cougars. He dribbles to his left. He picks his dribble up. His shot's up, and that one's good. So Harrison with the three for the Cougars. Ryder crawls out of play. He's going to give it over to Hallmark. Hallmark drives. He's going to take it. He goes up. He's going to be fouled, and Jack Hallmark's going to go to the line for two. Good drive there by Jack.
They're going to get Nike Armstrong with his first foul of the game.
Here's Hallmark's first attempt, and that one's going to be no good.
Which is big for the Eagles because if you remember last game, Nike was EA Cox's best player that night. So,
he had 10 points. I believe he came off the bench that night as well.
He did come off the bench and didn't play much. I don't know what the reasoning was, but when he was on the floor, he was very effective.
So Hallmark evens the game up, and the Cougars have it. They're going to drive it baseline, and that pass is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Eagles ball. Bryant's going to bring it up. He's going to drive. He's going to give it over to Max Dillard. Max gives it. He gives it up to Hallmark. Hallmark drives. He's going to lay it up. And Jack Hallmark for two.
Good move by Jack there in traffic, securing the ball and getting a good shot off.
Great job by Hallmark driving so far early in the game.
We'll have a double dribble, looks like.
Looks like Armstrong double dribbles with it. So Bryant has it. He gets a screen by Hallmark. He gives it up to Hallmark. Hallmark dribbles with his left. He drives. And Jack Hallmark for two with another good drive.
Quick 5 points there for Jack. Off to a good start.
Booker drives. He gives it up. And that layup is no good. Bryant's going to push it now. He's going to drive. He's going to dump it off to Max Dillard. Max Dillard loses it. But Bryant comes up with it, and he's going to be fouled. So Hallmark's going to inbound it for Summertown.
Going to get Dodell Weidenbaum for his first foul of the game.
Bryant pulls up for three. That one's off to Mark. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. Ooh. And they're going to say it's going to be EA Cox's ball. The Eagles are going to press here. Harrison has it. He gives it up. Armstrong's got it. Armstrong pushes it to the basket. He draws contact and he gets the layup to go. So Nike Armstrong with two. Right, hands it off to Ryder. Ryder dribbles to his right. He hands it off to Hallmark. Hallmark takes it to the basket. Jack Hallmark for two. Great job so far offensively for Summertown.
Yeah, driving to the basket and getting good looks.
Harrison gives it up to Armstrong. Armstrong rotates it around. Booker has it. Booker's going to take it. And Booker's going to be fouled, I believe.
We're going to get John Colby here. That's going to be his First to the game, team first.
It's one guy you don't need in foul trouble right there. So Booker's going to inbound it. He gives it off. Harrison's three's up. That's going to be short. But Booker there for the rebound, and Booker goes up for two. Ryder dribbles. He hands it off to Hallmark. Hallmark takes it to the basket. He's going to dump it off. And Hallmark's going to be fouled. Eagles inbound it here. John Colby Stanley has it. Now Bryant's got in the corner. He gives it up. Ryder has it. Ryder's going to drive. His layup's off the mark. That's going to be rebounded by Harrison. Harrison has trouble with it, but he gives it up to Booker. Booker's going to push it. He's going to lose it, but he gets it back. Armstrong has it baseline. He drives. That's going to be blocked by Hallmark. Hallmark comes up with it. Hallmark's going to push it. See if he takes it. He does. And they're going to say he walked. I don't think they would have called that in the NBA.
Yeah, he looked like a good Euro step.
I thought it was beautiful. One of the better ones I've seen in middle school. And Armstrong is going to be fouled.
So they're going to get John Colby again? Okay.
It'll be Hallmark.
Get Hallmark.
And Harrison's three's up. That one's no good. John Colby Stanley up with the board. He gives it up to Bryant. Bryant's going to bring it up. Bryant's going to drive it, and that's going to be stolen. Nike has it. Nike's going to try to take it. He does. He's going to be blocked, but he's going to be fouled by Jack Hallmark.
I believe that was Dodette Weidenbaum.
Oh, Weidenbaum. Excuse me.
That was a nice play. He just took it right away from Jack.
And he'll be going to the line for two.
Jack picks up a quick second foul.
So far, EA Cox have been playing much better than they did in the matchup back on December the 5th.
They have, and they showed signs during that game of being a really good team. It just seemed like after halftime, I don't know what happened. If something happened in the locker room, they just came out kind of flat.
Well, yeah.
But the first half, they played us a really close ball game.
And Armstrong being out there in the starting lineup seems to help as well.
Right.
So Bryant pushes it. He's going to take it coast to coast. Mason Bryant for two.
We had a sub. Landon Holt came in for Jack Hallmark.
Harrison's going to take it. He fades away. Harrison's up for two. So a minute and 27 seconds remaining. Eagles lead 11-9. Ryder takes it. Good feed down low to Max Diller. Max Diller for two. Good look there by Ryder Blackwood.
Yeah, this Eagles offense is working really well. Driving lanes, not looking to take bad shots.
But it seems like the Cougars are just answering back.
Right. They get a stop on the defensive end. There we go.
And there it is. Bryant's going to take it. And Bryant's going to be fouled. And that's going to be on Booker. So Mason Bryant's going to go to the line for two for the Eagles. His first attempt is up, and that one's going to be short. Here's the second attempt. It's up, and that one's off the mark. Armstrong's going to get the rebound. He's going to give it over to Harrison. Harrison between the legs, and it's going to be stolen by John Colby Stanley. So Ryder brings it up. He's going to be met by Harrison. He's going to hand it off to Bryant. Bryant dribbles to his right. He's going to cross over. Then he's going to spin. And then he's going to shoot it. And it's off the mark, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be Cougars ball. That's a nice little moves there by Bryant.
It was. He found some open space, took the shot, and it just rolled off the front of the rim.
So Harrison has it. He's going to give it up. Now Booker's going to pull it. Booker's shot's off the mark. Cougars get the rebound. Armstrong goes up. That one's off the mark. Max Diller with the big board. So it looks like the Eagles are going to try to hold it for one shot here. Or maybe they won't. Ryder's shot's off the mark. Booker gets it. He's going to push it. 10 seconds remaining. He's going to try to take it to the basket. Good Euro step, and he's going to be fouled. So Daniel Booker's going to go to the line with 7 seconds remaining here in the first. So here's Booker's first attempt as he spins it around. It's up. It's off the mark. Here's Booker's second attempt. It's good. And the Eagles are going to try to push it. Bryant passes over to Ryder. Ryder has it. There's 3 seconds. There's 1 second. Bryant shots up. It's good! Mason Bryant at the end of the first. So after one, your Summertown Eagles lead 16-10 over EA Cox. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. The Cougars have it. Nike with it. He gets over to Harrison. Harrison pulls it for 3. That one's off the mark. Fight for the rebound. John Kobe Stanley comes up with it. Now Holt has it. Holt's going to bring it up. Holt's going to give it over to Bryant. Bryant pulls it. He wants it. And that one's off the mark. Booker comes up with the rebound. He gives it over to Harrison. Harrison's pass is going to go out of bounds. So Summertown's going to take over.
And what a big shot by Mason Bryant to end the first quarter.
That was huge.
You're going, time's running out. You're only up 1 possession, and he steps back and hits a 3 and sends you to the huddle up by 6. That's a big difference between 6 and 3, I feel
That's right, and a good look. Oh, but it's off the mark by John Kobe Stanley. Good feed there by Landon Holt. And there's Booker. His shot's off the mark. And Landon Holt comes up with it. Max Diller goes up with it. His layup's going to be good. Max Diller. So the Eagles extended their lead to 8. Booker's going to drive. He's floating it up. It's off the mark. Landon Holt comes up with it. Now Mason Bryant's going to bring it. And that's going to go off his shoe. Harrison's going to take it. He's going to lay it up. And that one's good. Ryder's going to be pressured here by Harrison. Ryder's going to give it up to Bryant. Bryant's going to lose control of it. Nike Armstrong comes out with it. He takes it. He lays up, and it's good. Nike Armstrong lays it up. And the Eagles are going to take a timeout. So the Cougars have cut it to 4. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Ryder Blackwood's going to inbound it. And Mason Bryant's going to bring it up. He's going to give her to Holt. Holt gets it down low. John Colby Stanley's going to give it back to Holt. Holt's going to skip it over to Mason Bryant, and Bryant's going to walk with it.
Yeah, I think he did shuffle his feet right before he took his first dribble. Tough luck there. Play defense and get a stop, get the ball back.
Harrison's going to lose control of it. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Cougars. Booker's jump shot is off the mark. And John Colby with another rebound. He's going to give it over to Ryder. Good look there by Ryder. Max's shot's going to be blocked. And it's going to be fouled. Who's that foul going to be on,
I
Jordan?
think it's going to be on Landon Holt. That's going to be his first of the game. Team 5th. I'm send Weidenbaum to the line for 2 shots.
Here's Weidenbaum's first attempt. It's no good.
I actually thought the foul was on the floor. I didn't think he was in the act of shooting yet, but it's all right.
You never know nowadays. Here's the second attempt. It's up. High arcing shot there. It's no good, but Cougars get the rebound. There's a 3 up, and it's off the mark. And the Cougars get another rebound. Armstrong takes it.
Took an extra step there. So I'll give the ball back to the Eagles.
I think the NBA would probably call that one a walk. I saw that one. So Bryant has it. He hands it off to Holt. Holt takes it. He floats it up there. It's going to be off the mark. Booker with the rebound. He gives it over to Armstrong. Armstrong's going to drive with it. His layup is going to be good.
Tell you what, EA Cox has done a good job shutting off the drive this quarter. We've only scored 2 points so far, but hadn't gotten the ball to the middle of the lane much.
Max Diller shot's up. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. And I believe John Colby Stanley's going to be fouled. Who are they going to give that one to? Is that Booker?
I believe so. That'll be his second.
So Ryder inbounds it. Good look. John Colby Stanley up for 2. Good play call. Good look.
That was a really nice play.
Harrison has it. And a jump ball.
It's going to be Eagles' possession.
So good break there for Summertown. I thought that could have been a foul. So we'll take it. So Bryant gets the play call. The Eagles are setting something up. Max Diller has it. Now John Colby. Back to Bryant. Downloaded Max. Max shot's good with a little bit of contact.
Yeah, he battled through contact there. That was a nice shot.
There's a 3 up, and that's going to be good by Harrison. Harrison's been feeling it.
Harrison's having a good night. That's 10 points for him.
So Ryder dribbles to his right. He's in the corner. He picks up his dribble. He gives it to Bryant. Bryant's going to be pressured, but he's going to be fouled.
It's going to be on Weidenbaum, his second. Team 6th. Eagles will be in the bonus from here on out the rest of the first half.
Bryant drives. Bryant's shot's good.
That's more what we were doing the first quarter when we saw so much success.
It was almost like everybody just kind of stood around and watched it. There's the 3 up. That one's off the mark. John Colby Stanley with another defensive rebound. Good pressure there by Harrison, but Harrison.
I think Ryder's going to foul him.
Oh, wow. So good job there defensively by Harrison.
So that'll be the 6th team foul on the Eagles. We'll put EA Cox in the bonus for the rest of the half.
Harrison's going to inbound it. He gives it to Booker. Booker over to Armstrong. Armstrong dribbles to his right. He picks up his dribble. Minute and 5 seconds remaining. There's the shot up, and that's going to be good, but they're going to call it a two-pointer. So a minute remaining. The Eagles lead by 3 here in the second quarter. Bryant's nice move there. Mason Bryant for 2. Well, he's feeling it so far, driving, doing a little shimmy shakes.
Yeah.
Man, throwing them up. Having a great night so far. Armstrong drives, he kicks it over to Harrison. Harrison's jump shot's no good. Fight for the rebound, Max Diller has it. Whistle blow. Ref blows the whistle. Let's see what we got here.
We're going to get a foul on Carter. Should send Max Diller to the line for 1-and-1.
And it will.
Well, we got a second. Let's give a shout out to our wonderful camera operator, Miss Abby Jo Schaefer.
Yeah, she's done a fantastic job for us so far.
She is doing a great job.
She's killing it.
Will, you better watch out. She's coming for your job.
I can see a bright future in camera work here.
We do miss Will Pettis, though, when he's not here with us.
Max Diller's second attempt is no good. Rebound by Booker. He gives it up. There's the drive, the layup off the mark. And it's going to be Summertown's ball. So 22 seconds remaining here in the second. The Eagles lead by 6. Bryant dribbles to his left. He's going to give it over in the corner to Ryder. Ryder pulls it in the corner. It's off the mark. Armstrong pulls the board. 7 seconds remaining. Nike's going to push it. There's 5 seconds. He drives to the basket. It's no good. Booker there for the rebound. He goes back up. It's going to be blocked by John Colby Stanley, and that's going to do it for the first half. Oh, maybe it doesn't. We got a whistle blown here. So what's going to happen here, Jordan? This will be interesting. We got a technical foul. Who's it going to be on?
I think it's on.
EA Cox says they're just going to go to halftime. They don't care.
Nike. They seem to be a little upset heading to the bench.
Well,
no, I think it might have been on Booker. They're put him on the scoreboard, so that'll be his 3rd foul.
And EA Cox just says, you know what, we'll go to the half. We don't even care about these points. So Ryder Blackwood's going to go to the line shooting these technical fouls. He spins it around. His first attempt is up. It's good. Boy, this has got to be an awkward situation if you're Ryder. Just in here all alone.
At least the cheerleaders aren't on the court this time. We
right.
have had that once this year.
So Ryder's second attempt is no good. So after 2, Summertown leads 27-21 over EA Cox. We'll be right back for the second half. All right, welcome back for the second half action. Jordan, why don't you give us those first half stats?
All right, for Summertown, Ryder Blackwood had 1 point. Max Dillard had 7. John Colby Stanley had 4. Jack Hallmark had 7. And Mason Bryant, he had 9. For the Cougars of EA Cox, Alfie Harrison, he had 10. Weidenbaum had 2. Daniel Booker had 3. And Nike Armstrong had 6 for a total of 21.
Yeah, so what have your thoughts been so far?
I thought it's been a good game by the Eagles. I think had a good first quarter. Second quarter, we got a little sloppy to start with, but got back to what we did the first quarter, driving the lane, finding good shots, and kept the lead. We actually extended the lead to 7 at halftime. So
yeah, and I thought EA Cox has done a fantastic job so far tonight as well.
Yeah, they've played much better than they did the first time we faced them.
That's right, and Armstrong's 3 is good. So Nike Armstrong opens up the second half. So Jack Hallmark gives it to John Colby Stanley. John Colby Stanley's 2 attempts are no good. His third one is going to be good. Harrison pulls it deep. It's going to be short, but it's going to be rebounded by the Cougars. Back up talk to Harrison. And Harrison's going to get it stolen from him. Bryant's now going to fly it down the court. And his layup is going to be off the mark, but John Colby Stanley there, and it's going to be good. So a good putback there by John Colby Stanley.
Great job of running the floor and being on the opposite side for the rebound.
Now Bryant was booking it down that court. So Harrison has it. He's going to give it up to Nike. Now over to Booker. Booker pulls from 3 off the mark. And Ryder comes up with it. Now Hallmark has it. He's going to get it down court. He's going to take it coast to coast, but it's off the mark. And John Colby Stanley's layup's no good. Max Dillard there for the rebound. Max Dillard's putback is good. Good job there by the Eagles. 2 good offensive rebounds and a nice putback. So the Eagles extended the lead to 10. And good defense. And it's a block. Oh, but we got a call walk before. So the Cougars are going to turn it over. Let's see if the Eagles can keep extending it. Let's see if they try to attack it. But we've got a foul.
Going to be offensive.
See who they call that one on.
It's be on John Colby, his second.
So Harrison's going to walk it up. He's going to hand it off. Good ball movement. Booker's going to drive. His layup's off the mark. And it's going to stay right there with the Cougars. There's the 3. It's off the mark. And another offensive rebound. Booker has it down low. He's going to give it over to Armstrong. Armstrong's going to lose it. Ryder has it. And they're just going to slow it down. Oh, there's a 3. It's good. Mason Bryant.
Nice little crossover move to get himself open.
Oh, that was pretty. Now Booker's got it. His layup's off the mark. Mason has it. He's going to sling it down court. Max Dillard's there. His layup's up. He's going to be fouled, and he's going to put it in. So Max Dillard's going to go to the line for 1.
Foul will be on Alfie Harrison, his second.
Max Dillard at the line. He spins it around. His attempt's up, and it's no good. Booker has the rebound. He gives it off to Harrison. Harrison gives it to Armstrong. Armstrong shot. And he's going to be fouled. So So Nike Armstrong's going to go to the line for 2.
We'll get Mason Bryant with that one. That'll be his second.
So Nike's free throws up, and it's going to be off the mark. You know, I just now noticed is EA Cox's jerseys kind of look like the Bulls.
They do.
It's pretty cool.
They do, yeah.
Like back when Jordan played. So Ryder has it. He's going to give it over to Hallmark. Hallmark gives it over to John Kobe Stanley. John Kobe Stanley drives, and he's going to be fouled, and he gets the and one. So the Eagles are putting it on him now. As John Kobe Stanley's going to go to the line, 4-1. So some really good offensive possession so far here in the second half for Summertown.
Really nice job. That's going to be the 4th foul on Booker. Something to keep your eye on.
And John Kobe Stanley drills the free throw.
So Booker will come out of the game.
So 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Eagles lead 42-24. Harrison has it. He gives it up. And Ryder steals it, and he's going to be fouled.
The foul will be on Weidenbaum. That's his 3rd. So EA Cox getting into a little bit of foul trouble here early in the third quarter.
So Hallmark has it. He drives. His shot's going to be no good. Cougars going to rebound it. And Max Dillard steals it. And Hallmark has it. Hallmark crosses over. He's going to drive. No foul called, but John Colby Stanley there, and he puts it in for 2.
John Colby having a really nice quarter. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's 9 points for him so far in the third quarter.
That 3 is no good. And they're going to slow it down. Going down low to John Colby. John Colby Stanley's shot's no good. Armstrong drives. His layup's no good. John Colby Stanley for the board. Man, John Colby, what a third quarter he's having. So a minute remaining here in the third. Down low to Max Dillard. Max Dillard's going to be fouled hard, and he's got it. And Max Dillard's going to go to the line for 1. Oh, baby. They're coming in waves now, Jordan. So a great third quarter for the Eagles. Maybe the best third quarter I've seen them play all year.
Yeah, for sure. Came out of the locker room hitting on all cylinders.
That's right, getting the ball down low, creating contact. I mean, how many and ones have we had this quarter?
This
3?
is the third one.
So Max Dillard's free throw is no good. And rebounded by Hallmark. And then Hallmark's going to be fouled. So Jack Hallmark's going to go to the line for 2. And Hayden Lindsay is checked in for the Eagles.
So that'll be the 4th on Weidenbaum. So now the Cougars have 2 players with 4 fouls.
Here's Hallmark's attempt. It's up. It's off the mark. And then Landon Holt's going to check in for Max Dillard. Here's Jack's free throw. It's good. So Harrison brings it up. And we've got a foul.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe the only basket of the third quarter for EA Cox was on their opening possession Nike Armstrong hit a three-pointer right here in front of us, and I believe that's their only 3
That's
points
all
in
they
the third
wrote,
quarter.
Harrison's deep three off the mark, but it's going to be rebounded by Cox. So good ball movement. Good defense there by Hayden Lindsay. Jack Hallmark steals it. Hallmark has it, but he loses it, and we've got a backcourt. I don't know about it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, tough to see from that spot, but
EA Cox has it. 15 seconds remaining here in the third. Harrison tries to cross it over. He loses it, but they keep possession. There's a deep three. Oh, my goodness. And it goes. Whew.
I'm not sure he didn't think the quarter was about to end and threw that one up.
And there's a deep one there by Bryant, and that one's off the mark. So after three, your Summertown Eagles lead 47-27 over EA Cox. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Eagles are going to inbound it. Bryant has it. There's a three by Lindsay, and it's good. Hayden Lindsay for three.
Great shot, Hayden Lindsay.
That was smooth. Oh, and then Bryant steals it. He's going to drive. His layup's up. It's going to be off the mark. And the Cougars going to have possession of it, but then Hallmark steals it. Hallmark gives it over to John Colby Stanley. John Colby Stanley walks with it. I saw that one. You know, I don't see many walks, but I saw that one.
Would they have called that one in the NBA?
Yeah, because I saw it. And that one's no good. Rebounded by John Colby Stanley. If I can see a walk, then it's
definitely a walk.
It's for sure a walk. So Eagles are going to slow it down here. Lindsay's got it. He's going to rotate it over. And they're just going to keep passing it around. Take a little time off the clock. Down low, John Colby Stanley's wide open, and it's good.
Great ball movement there by the Eagles.
How many has he had, Jordan? Count that up real quick.
15.
Yeah, that could be a season high. Oh, that shot's going to be blocked by Hallmark, and it's going to stay Cougars ball. Checking in the game is Jake Pettis and Foster Paley for the Eagles.
Two more eighth graders getting some action here on eighth grade night.
That three's off the mark. But the offensive rebound. And we've got a foul. And Jake Pettis on the ground. And, you know, it's good to see Jake Pettis back out there. He's missed half the season with the lower leg injury.
Yeah. As rough as he plays, though, it's no surprise.
That's right.
But I'm really glad to see him back out there.
Surprisingly, it was a non-contact injury.
Funny how that stuff works, isn't it?
Yeah, I know it. And checking in for Summertown is now number 5, Knox County.
The lefty QB Knox County.
And he's going to pull it. Get in there. Oh, and it's off the mark, but Landon Holt with the rebound. And it's going to be stolen. And the Cougars going to push it. Good look, and that's going to be good. So Foster Paley's going to bring it up. He gives over to Lindsay. Lindsay goes it down to Holt. Holt passes it out to Knox. Knox has it. He picks up his dribble. He gives it over to Pettis. Pettis feeds it down low to Landon Holt. Good look and good layup there.
Nice assist by Jake Pettis. Good look by Landon Holt. Really good ball movement.
That shot is off the mark. Foster Paley with the rebound. Foster has it. He's going to bring it up the court. He's going to give it over to Hayden Lindsay. Hayden Lindsay's going to drive it, and he's going to be fouled.
I think that's going to be a 1-on-1.
And look who's checking in there for EA Cox. Booker.
Yes, I don't have names for.
Armstrong. No, I think they got their whole starting lineup back in.
They got the starting five back in? Okay.
I think so. Foster Paley's free throw is good. Hayden Lindsay's one more free throw attempt. It's up. It's good. Armstrong has it. He kicks over to Booker. Booker drives. It's off the mark. Foster there with the rebound. He picks up his dribble. He gives it over to Hayden Lindsay. 2 minutes remaining. He picks up his dribble. He gives it over to Foster. Foster gives it back to Hayden. And they're just playing catch, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay Eagles ball. Foster's three's up. It's off the mark. And Booker's got the rebound. He's going to give it up. And there's the layup, and it's good. So Lindsay has it. He pulls it deep. It's off the mark. Nike's got it. He's going to bring it down. And that shot's off the mark.
Foster tried to draw a
He
charge
tried.
there.
He wanted it. He's boxing out, though. Rebounded by Landon Holt. Foster has it. He picked up his dribble, and he gives it over to Holt. Now there's a minute and 5 seconds remaining. Knox has it. Picks his dribble up. He gives it back to Holt. Pettis has it. He gives it over the corner. Hayden Lindsay gets it for three. And we've got a foul. And we've got a running clock here, under 30 seconds remaining. Booker's going to inbound it. He gives it to Armstrong. Armstrong gets it up easy. A good pass there by Foster. Jake Pettis got it. His layup is going to be good. Jake Pettis for two. Great way to end your career there. And that's going to do it. So your Summertown Eagles defeat EA Cox 61-33. And that's going to extend Summertown to 13-6 on the year, Jordan.
Yeah, great performance tonight by the Eagles. Came out, had a 7-point lead at the half, came out in the third quarter and just played lights out, put the game away.
They turned it on third quarter and they didn't look back. I mean, got what, 3 and 1s there?
I believe so. Knocked down some big shots, put the game away. EA Cox didn't have an answer, and that's basically the story of the game.
That's right. And shoot, let's hope this offense rolls into the tournament time. And the tournament starts tomorrow, folks, in Etheridge as your Summertown Eagles take on New Prospect. In the area tournament, that tip is set for 3:15 tomorrow. Your Summertown Eagles are going to be the number 3 seed, and they'll be taking on New Prospect, and they're the number 2 seed.
And we've seen some success against New Prospect this year, so look for that to be a good game. Tonight for the Eagles, they were led by John Colby Stanley with 15 points. Max Dillard had 13. Mason Bryant had 12. Jack Hallmark had 8. Hayden Lindsay had 8. Landon Holt had 2. Jake Pettis had 2. And Ryder Blackwood had 1. Also, don't forget our high school teams are in action tomorrow at Shoals Christian Academy in Florence. The boys team will be taking on Covenant Christian Academy at 1:30, followed by the girls game at 3 o'clock. So those games will be broadcast live on Exports Network. Check those out or come down and watch. It should be a good day of basketball. There's some really good teams in that tournament.
All right, Jordan. Well, Jordan, I don't know if we'll get to do another one of these with each other again this year, man, but I'm going to tell you it's been a pleasure.
It has. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a good team to watch, good broadcast partner for sure.
That's right. All right. Until next time, for Jordan Tucker, I'm Austin Yarbrough. You're listening to Summertown Middle School Basketball.